Are you overthinking again? I've got 5 things that you can be doing right now and a bonus tip to stop overthinking. So have a seat with me. Let's talk about it. I am Rebecca Bromberg. I am a body-mind healing coach and a business coach, and I help purpose-driven people rewire their nervous systems and rewire their limiting beliefs so that they're able to move forward in their life and live on purpose and create an on-purpose business. So I'm talking about the 5 ways to stop overthinking and a bonus tip if you stick around to the end. And I always save the best for last. The first tip is understanding why we overthink. Getting out of overthinking is getting out of your head. Okay, and so the reason that we overthink is that our nervous system is on overdrive. What I mean by overdrive is that we are too much in our sympathetic nervous system, which is where we experience fight or flight symptoms like our heart is racing and we're not able to connect with our most intelligent brain. Usually we're overthinking to stay in our head and not be in our body. But when we understand that overthinking is a survival response that keeps us in fight or flight, you can even use overthinking as a signal for you to recognize that, oh, I'm not in my smartest mind right now. 90% of our thinking is happening below our conscious awareness and is driving what's called nervous system dysregulation. So understanding that your nervous system is driving your overthinking is a really powerful thing. Once you've done step 1 of acknowledging, oh, I am overthinking, step 2 is returning to body awareness. And this could be just doing some push-ups. This could be taking a walk. This could be sitting to meditate and send a few exhales into every cell of your body. Returning to body awareness gives you access back to your most intelligent brain where you can be creative again and feel socially connected again. Step 3 is the most uncomfortable part. And the reason that we overthink is usually because we've got some fear or anxiety under the surface. So turning towards the fear or anxiety that's under the surface can be a tricky thing to do. A journal prompt could be writing down what's the worst that could happen, writing the answer to that question. What's the worst that could happen? It could be phoning a friend so that you can speak and find that social connection again to get out of your head and back into a more embodied and connected place. It might be reaching out to a therapist or a healing coach like myself to just get reoriented, right? So we can't do all of this ourselves. Step 4 is get to the root of your fear. So this goes a little bit deeper from step 3, and you've got to understand the 90-10 rule. That 90% of our thinking is happening in the unconscious and we only really have access to that 10% of conscious thinking. At some point, you've got to get into body awareness with therapeutic support. So as a healing coach, I don't do the therapy, but I recommend that you find somebody who does body-informed therapy like EMDR or internal family systems to begin to get to the root of whatever is driving your overthinking. You don't have to live in your head anymore, right? But sometimes we do need support. We deserve support. I have a workshop linked in the comments called Handle Triggers Like a Boss, and you can check that out if you'd like to go deeper into understanding how to really get to the root of what's driving this overthinking. Step 5 is reconnect to your purpose. You're probably overthinking about something because you really care about whatever it is that you're focused on, or you're worried. Usually overthinking is a sign of passion. And so when you reconnect with your purpose, you're reconnecting with your heart, which is connected to that smarter brain I've been talking about, the prefrontal cortex. So having a moment of understanding your purpose, studying what that is, reconnecting with it if you know it already, having a thing that gets you up out of bed in the morning can be an anchor for when you have these moments of feeling stuck. So if you know your purpose, write it on a post-it and put it someplace where you tend to sit and do nothing and overthink, if that's your style. That's my style, is in the morning, I have coffee, and then I just find myself overthinking. And it's really important for me to have my purpose available for me, to simply just remind myself of why I do this work, and it just gets me motivated again and out of my head. And your bonus tip is take action. Okay, so that requires getting into the body and doing the thing you've been thinking about. So what's the tiniest micro action that you could take that feels safe enough that it doesn't trigger your fear and send you into more overthinking? So think about that. Think about the smallest thing that you could do to give yourself a sense of achievement, accomplishment, momentum, and do that. So just to recap, how to stop overthinking. The first step is to recognize that you are overthinking and understand that it is a sign to step 2, return to body awareness through just some push-ups, some running around the block, some taking a walk, doing some yoga. Step 3 is to address the anxiety or fear that is underneath why you are overthinking. And this can be handled through a journal, this can be handled through reaching out to a friend or a mental health professional. And that will help you to do step 4, which is get to the root of your overthinking, which is whatever is driving that anxiety or fear that you haven't been able to handle with just some journaling or phoning a friend. Don't be afraid to reach out to a mental health professional. And the 5th piece is recall your purpose, recall what gets you out of bed, or start to explore that if you haven't already. The 6th piece is to just take any baby action that feels safe to do, because the best way to combat overthinking is to get out of your head and into action. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. In the comment section, I have the handle Triggers Like a Boss workshop, and I also have a free healing audit that you can reach out to me to talk with me for half an hour, and we can just go through the things that are driving your overthinking so I can support you. So thank you, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.